And welcome to another brand new episode of Live Forex Trading with your host, Peeling Mindset. So, welcome. So, some of my friends from the Slack community are joining in, and we are hosting a YouTube stream side by side. So, welcome to the guys on YouTube, to the guys on the Zoom. So, we're going to start in the next 1-2 minutes. First, checking the system in the first few minutes to see if it's up and running, and we will be good to go. Let's see. All right, so guys in the YouTube coming in nice and slow. Beautiful. All right, so today looks like pound yen market actually from yesterday's price action price after breaking this high on an hourly sort of a time frame moved all the way up. So the bullish pressure was a lot around the NYSE time. So we got this push around the NYSE and looks like the market right now is being corrected, right? So if this 153 to 265 was a important level as we figured out yesterday, which was a rejection level on the side and also a range, a certain bit of range on the top side for the yesterday's New York market. I mean, we actually broke above, and for now, looking at the price action, price is slowly lurking down towards the downside. And this is the first candle that actually broke below 153 to 65 with a proper bearish structure. And this second 1 hour candle obviously closed dodgy with a dodgy body, but with a proper rejection wick from the top, right? So what does that tell us? Does that tell us the volume in pound yen is less than regular time? Maybe that could be the case, but we may even push down because looking at the clear range on the left hand side, even if it seems as if the recent price action from the bottom has been a bullish rejection. Look at this, price has been rejecting pretty hard, right? Price rejected 151,520 level and even 152,745 level. But for now, looking at it, price is below this certain level, right? This certain level is 153,265, a rejection point from the left-hand side. And not only once, but we have seen rejection around the same level several times. Look at this, rejection here, rejection here, several times. Wicks have been engaging with that area. So we definitely see that, you know what, 153,265 is a level to keep in mind. So for example, let's go into the daily time frame and see what's happening, right? For example, yesterday's daily candle closed bullish, but it couldn't close above 153,710 level. This was actually determined yesterday. What we expected was for the price to move up. Yesterday's daily candle, the weekly setup candle, that is Monday, Tuesday, and obviously Monday and Tuesday is a sort of like a market startup candles, and these are the candles which sets the market for the rest of the week. And maybe if Monday's candle would have closed above 153,710 successfully, that could have been a possible fake out on the downside. But for now, looking at the current daily candle rejecting that 153,710 level and is heading below. So daily candle is bearish. 4 hour candles are bearish. Look at this. So after pushing all the way up and rejecting this, after reaching this 4 hour sort of a level, that's a 153,710, price has been rejecting it. Price has been moving side by side and finally moving down nice and slow, right? So the current 4 hour candle has 2 hours and 29 minutes left for its close. So just looking at the market structure, right? If I was actually looking for a buying sort of scenario, I have to wait for at least a hourly candle to close above 153,265 if I'm actually expecting the recent price action to follow along. But if there's actually bearish momentum and some bearish moves coming in, this could be a potential resistance or a respect of the previous resistance, causing the price to reject that level and start falling down, right? So we do have the structure for sell, and we do have the range in the smaller time frame too. So let's go into the 2 hour time frame and see what's happening. Look at this again one more time. This 2 hour candle, so the previous 2 hour candle is the first 2 hour candle that closed below the 2 hour support and actually rejected that range. For example, watch this. I'm going to show you guys what I'm trying to talk about here. So watch this. If this In a 2 hour, if this was a solid range in price actually has broke out of that range. So for example, if this was a solid range, prices actually broke out of that range. This is the first candle that broke out of the range, and this is the next candle. So this candle making a decent top wick could be only a sign for the price for the move down. If this candle makes a decent wick on the top, rejects this range on the top side, there is a higher chance price could continue down with volume, and all the push in the Monday's market that could be corrected. That could definitely be corrected, because not only we have a bearish structure here, but we have actually tapped a rejection area on the top that is 153.710 sort of an area. So I'm only expecting this current 2-hour candle to sort of reject this range on the top and continue down. So any price after the break of this 2-hour candle's low is good for me for sell, to be honest. So for me, and bias right now, looking at the market, is a selling sort of a bias. I'm not looking for anything else except for sells at this point in time. So the current 2-hour candle closing in the next 27 minutes. I mean, let's see how the 2-hour candle closes. So if you look at the hourly candles clearly tell you, it clearly tells you that, you know what, price has been rejecting this area. Look at this. Reject, reject, reject. If this was a solid range, price has broken out of that range. Finally broken out of the range. And look at the wicks. The wicks tell you that it's actually rejecting that level. If it's actually rejecting that level, and look at the previous hourly candle, even if it closed dodgy, it actually closed with a decent rejection wick. So there is a higher chance price can continue all the way down and actually fuel the clear traffic on the left hand side. So my bias is a strong sell, looking for a possible sell after the break of this hourly candle's low. That'd be lovely. I'm actually being aware. I'm not taking any sort of trade right now, because this candle is the last few minutes of the hourly candle and the 2-hour candle. So what does that tell you? What does that mean? The last few minutes of the higher time frame candle close could be a dangerous maneuver to take an entry, because the next candle can easily rip you off. All right, so the next candle can easily retrace higher and make a decent wick, and that decent wick could be your potential loss. So you don't want to take that. All right, you have to know how the market performs. All right, so if the next candle is going to, for example, go a little bit deeper, make a decent wick, and is actually going to continue down later, that is lovely. But that's what I'm looking for. If that's going to happen, if the price is going to retrace even up higher, that is only a better chance for me, a better opportunity to take an entry later. So I'm just staying calm at this point in time, because the price is below 153.65. So what I'm going to do is, for me, bias, sells, as long as price stays below 153.265. So this is my strong bias at this point in time. So we will see what's going to happen. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. That is the bias, right? But if for example, watch this, for buys, for example, if somebody is looking for buys, what is a possible scenario for buys here? So candles have to start closing above 153.265 to start with, and after that, not only that, candles have to start approaching this gray support area. If candles starts closing above this support area, maybe it's a early sign for buys, right? But look at the way how candles have been moving and candles have been printing in this area. Look at the wicks. Look at the way how the candles have been printing, right? Not nice, is it? Very ugly. Very ugly. So you want to see this current candle, or maybe even the next candle, to do something similar, do something like this. Reject that price with the wick and continue down, break lows, and that way we can actually scale into proper selling sort of a scenario. The range on the downside is potentially 34 pips and even more. So why not? the idea is, why not? So look at this. So the 30-minute candle ranging side by side. Anybody can tell you that, you know what, price is ranging side by side on a 30-minute candle. So I need to see candles close below, and that will be very lovely here. Yeah, man. Actually, guys, obviously guys who are here, you obviously know it. You know, the NYSE gold trade right after I closed the stream, I was still hanging around, right? So I actually got the sales yesterday. I actually got the sell only after the close of the stream. Only after the close of the stream. Price retraced up heavily, you know, it's like around NYSE. So I closed the stream in about 5-10 minutes after the NYSE, and the price moved down. It made sense for the price to drop down, so I actually took it secured in about 16, 15, something like that. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, secured about 16, 15 pips. So that was nice. But it's not counted, you know. Obviously, it's not counted because I took it off the screen. But anyways. So what we're gonna do is we are actually gonna do this as well. Let's do a gold analysis. Let's go into the weekly time frame, and let's get my terminal up and running here. So what I'm gonna do is first put in my pound yen chart, because pound yen is looking interesting for sales than anything else. So getting my terminal ready, up and running. Terminal is up and running, and this is what I'm gonna do. All right, terminal is up and running. Okay, look at this. So the way how the previous weekly candle in gold has closed, it's a very strong bearish candle, you know, and almost seems as if candles have been moving in a channel sort of a way, right? So if the candles are moving in a channel sort of a way, almost channeling down, this does make sense, and maybe the bearish momentum will be continued. And if it's actually being continued, we will see prices in gold breaking this weekly support and potentially continuing down. So we have to wait and see how this weekly candle finally pans out, right? So when we go into the daily time frame, let's go into the daily time frame and see what's happening in the daily time frame. Look at this. So yesterday's daily candle closed bullish around this funny area. Obviously, the funny area. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. Has been pretty funny around this area, and price closed right there, creating some sort of support. So today's daily candle obviously bullishing up. So there, if sellers are coming in, I don't need to rush into any sort of sell when the candles are bullish, because I know once I have a daily resistance and a clear bias formed, I can actually scale into sells like amazing. There are amazing targets on the downside in about 200 something pips, you know, below the support, and even here. So scalping opportunities right there too. So kind of chilling on gold here. It doesn't make sense for me to buy right now. It actually doesn't make sense, to be honest. It doesn't make sense. So what I'm going to do is I will do this. So this was the yesterday's no trade range. Oh, price is back in that range, huh? I haven't actually seen gold today. So interesting. Look at this. Very interesting. To be honest, this was a no trade range yesterday. This was the price yesterday. It fell down around the New York session. Price pulled up around the NYSE, grabbed its premium, dropped down, gave me some pips, blah, blah, blah. But if you look at the price action, the price has come back to the same spot it was yesterday. So funny, isn't it? It's actually funny. It dropped heavily, and it's back to the same level. Looking at the hourly candle, it seems as if it's actually moving up from the recent sort of a price action. Buys above 1791, 15 makes much more sense. Buys above this level on a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, buys above that level does make sense. Oh, Ronald Sisson says, "Hola, hola, hola. Como você está? Você está bom? Você está bom?" Did I say it correct? Did I say it correct or what? Hopefully. So the 4-hour is ranging side by side, and yeah, 2-hour is also ranging side by side. To be honest, 2-hour is ranging side by side. This current 2-hour candle is pretty strong, bullish. So I would love to see candles close above. Let's turn this 1791.15 to 1792. How about that? 1792. Actually, hold on. 1791.60 is the level. So 1791.60 is a possible level from where buys make much more sense. The wick could be a target if prices moving up, but for now, prices in this yesterday's no trade range, and also seems almost as if prices moving up, rejecting the bottom levels. All right. So look at the way how the wicks have formed. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. It seems as if price is slowly rejecting up. But does that give us a overall direction? Maybe no. For an overall direction, we have to see candles breaking 1791.60 and price achieving this clear range on the left-hand side. That way, maybe our overall bias, overall direction could be bullish. But for now, looking at the recent price action, it's still making sense for sell, to scale into sales. So I'm going to wait, man. In gold, it's quite uncertain. So have to see. Definitely have to see. Let's go to the hourly time frame and see what's happening. Our hourly time frame. So the current hourly candle is above that hourly rejection point. Hourly resistance at this point in time is bullish. If this hourly candle maintains a bullish posture with a proper decent body and a decent top wick, decent bottom wick, which it has already made, it's a really good sign to scale into buys maybe from here too, above this no trade range, because there is still a clear traffic on the left hand side. There could be a scalping buying opportunity here. Let's go to the 30-minute. Okay, 30-minute. So the current 30-minute candle is above this rejection point at this time. If this 30-minute candle closes anywhere around 1784.90, there could be a chance price may continue up. There could be a chance. So why not scale into buying scenario from there? It does make sense, right? But once price starts making resistance around 1781.80 or starts breaking 1777.80, like yesterday's market, we could go down. We could target these wicks on the downside. So different scenarios. We're talking about different scenarios here, and it makes sense. And it makes a lot of sense. So we're going to wait a little bit more. Well, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. So current 15-minute time frame is actually, it has 1 more minute left for its close, and it's very close to 1784.90. If any of the price closes above this rejection level and potentially above 1784.90, there is a cleaner range. This could be a possible cleaner range. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. The recent price action, for example, so the prices in London session dropped all the way down. So London session, the prices in gold dropped down, all the way down, and we are correcting that London push again. So interesting, isn't it? For example, the market dropped down heavily around London session. Market actually dropped down pretty heavy, all the way down in about 70 pips, right? Market dropped down 70 pips around London session, and the New York market is actually correcting it at this point in time, has fully corrected it. If this 15-minute candle, it closed bullish with no wick on the top, but looks like there is still bullish pressure here. It closed very close to the 1784.90 level. Let's go into the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame making sense to push up. Yeah, man, it's pre-New York. So what I'm thinking about is if I can actually scale into buys, and it does make sense that, you know what, market could be correcting the London sessions move. How do I actually catch it? Maybe I catch it with the pending, right? So what I'm going to do here is, alrighty, we are 1 hour and 25 minutes away from the New York session open here, New York market open, and the price in gold is actually pushing up pretty heavy. In pound yen, waiting for selling scenario. Obviously, gold is bullishing up I would love to see this. For example, look at this. In the 5 minute or at least 1 minute, I would love to see something like this. Da na na, da na. Right? So I would love to see this. I would love to see this. I would love to see this. All right. If this is going to happen before the price is going to move up, it's lovely. But if it's going to move up, whoever catches it, lovely, you know. But I'm not feeling FOMO. So that's also one of the things. Right? I'm actually not feeling FOMO. So if the price could finally reject 1784.90 one more time, or even make another another higher low, that is a very nice scenario for me to take a buy. But for now, gold is pushing up and looks like it can actually achieve this clear range on the left-hand side. I'm not in it. I am not in this trade. Trust me. For me, this is another FOMO sort of a trade. It makes sense for the price to move up. It does make a lot of sense. And the range is in about 27 pips too. But I am going to stay off of it a little bit. It does make sense. If there was any trade, I have missed it already. If there was any trade, I would have placed the pending around here and I would have caught this move, but it is what it is for now. I'm going to wait a little bit more. So the bias in gold right now in the current market, the scalping sort of a bias for me could be a buy, but I am just waiting. If you guys could work it out. I mean, beautiful, beautiful. We got a lot of friends here today in this Zoom. We got a lot of friends from Slack coming in, and some of my friends. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the current 5-minute candle in gold has 2 more minutes left for its close, and looks like we can actually push up here. Looks like we can actually push up. If this 5-minute candle finally closes outside this no trade range, yesterday's a valid no trade range, there is a higher chance price could actually continue up, right? There's a higher chance the scalping sort of a bias could be real. Look at this. So 1-minute candles are actually trying to make another higher low, right? So if I see an identical higher low that I understand and that I have been seeing for some time, I will definitely take a buy. All right, so if this is actually going to happen, lovely, 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 lovely. Because obviously this is the hardcore volume time. This is the pre-New York. So we will see what's going to happen in the next 12 minutes. Okay, so keeping an eye open in gold, keeping an eye open in pound yen. Let's look at pound yen and see what pound yen is doing at this point in time. Let's look at 4-hour. Going off of the 4-hour, current 4-hour candle in pound yen, bullish, but it's just as fine. It's just as fine because even if the bias, for example, if candles 1-hour candles starts closing above this gray support area, maybe then our bias gets weaker and weaker, right? Then our bias gets, you know what, invalid. But until then, we are not in any sort of position yet because we are waiting for the price to actually stay below 153.265. If it doesn't stay below 153.265, the bias is not sell. So we will see in the next 10 minutes how this 2-hour candle finally closes. Because look at this. This is the first 2-hour candle that actually closed below the support. Is this first candle closing below the support, is that the enough confirmation that, you know what, price could drop down? Maybe no. Maybe the next candle also has to do some sort of retest, a valid retest before the price could drop down. So we will see. We will see if the momentum in pound yen of a bullish momentum, either that's going to be continued, or are we going to get some sort of scalping sell opportunity in this clear traffic clear range on the left hand side. All right, so the 2-hour candle, it's going to close in the next 9 minutes. Let's go into the 1-hour time frame and see what's happening in the 1 hour here. All right, looking at the 1 hour, obviously the current 1-hour candle has broken the previous 1-hour candle's high and is very close, as I've already given my analogy about ranges and how price has to reject that range. I mean, maybe this was not enough, right? So the next candle, this candle is sort of trying to reject this area. if you could actually finally reject that area or even close above this gray area, if it actually closes around that gray area, there is a higher chance the bias of buys may play out. So it's better to wait. We are better off waiting right at this point of time. Better off. Let's go into the 30-minute. 30-minute moving side by side. Look at this, 30-minute moving side by side. So the current 30-minute candle has 8 more minutes left for its close. 8 more minutes. And even the 15-minute is ranging side by side. So where is the range? This is the range right here. Bum, bum, bum. There you go. That is the range. So for the price to move down, we have to see a candle, maybe at least a 15-minute candle to close below that range. Something like this. So our 15-minute candle to close below, boom, 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 boom. And maybe we can get sells. But until then, waiting. Just waiting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my alert around 153, 180. 153, 180, 153, 180. Yep. So once price starts heading back to that range or to that level, I will be notified. And I'm going to keep my eyes open for any sort of potential position. Let's see, trying to set my alert in my terminal. BJ here on YouTube says, hello Anuj, how you were doing? I'm doing well. I'm actually doing well. I hope you guys are doing well too over there. I hope you guys are doing well. So we are, just give me a second, guys. Let's see. And okay, so we are in gold one more time. Look at this. We have dived in this clear range. Looks like the most recent price action in gold is bullish. Market has corrected that London drop. So the market in gold dropped down about 70 pips in the London session. New York market corrected it fully corrected that market. No doubt, fully corrected it. Right now, so the previous 15-minute candle closed with no wick on the top. Closed with no wick on the top. Potentially, if this current 15-minute candle, if it could close with a decent wick, it'll be a nice sign for the price to move up. But just waiting at this point in time, I'm not in any sort of trade. Just read my market, and enjoying the price action. So what I'm going to do is I'll also play a little bit of music here so that we guys can enjoy a little bit. And let the tracks play and let the price move. So look at the way how the price moved up, pum 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 pum, range side by side, moved up, range side by side, moved up, maybe range side by side, and potentially move up, potentially a move up again. Pum pum pum. We will see. Let's look at pound AUD at the same time, huh? Let's look at pound AUD. Let's see what's happening with pound AUD. Mr. Pound AUD. Our pound AUD looking ugly, so I'm gonna stay out of pound AUD. I'm not gonna look at pound AUD. Simple as that. Simple as that. But pound USD, according to this structure. All right, so looking at this structure alone, it seems as if price could actually drop down, all right? Looking at the market structure, price could drop down. It could actually drop down. Pound USD. There is a clear range on the downside. So keeping an eye open. Oh no, actually a 1791.60. In a 2 hour, it seems clear, but on a 1 hour, we can see that, oh, you know what? This is actually an ugly range. 1791.60 is actually a ugly range. That could be a potential rejection area. That could be a potential rejection area for buyers, but man, yeah. All right, so the current hourly candles going to close in the next 3 minutes. We have to see how this hourly candle closes. If this candle closes above 1784.90 with a healthy wick on the top side, that could be a possible sign for buys, but until then have to wait. And we are still waiting. Current hourly candle closing in the next 2 minutes. Closing in the next 2 minutes. And if there's any question from anybody in the YouTube, you know, even the Slack community, if I can help you with that question, I will definitely help you. If I can, I will help you. Or even I'll come back to you later. So if there's anything you guys have any doubts about, any questions about, definitely throw it at us. Definitely do throw it at us. All right, so prices in gold retracing down at this point in time. So the hourly candle is coming to a close, and this retracement could only be a healthy retracement or a sign for the next candle to fill, right? So the wick on the top is still regarded healthy for now. So have to see how the next hourly candle is actually going to react. And the hourly candle has closed finally in gold. Hourly candle has maintained that bullish posture, previous hourly candle. For now, this is what I was talking about. See, so in the beginning of the new hour, candles retracing down. This is very normal. This is almost sort of like a regular price action. So we definitely see a new higher time frame candle ripping people's position. For example, if somebody had entered here, you would be letting the trade breathe in drawdown, and that's not a good sign. That is actually not a good sign, right? So you have to actually try and catch the proper wave, or when price starts moving consistently, that's when you try and capitalize, right? That's something I've learned over time. So that's something we have to try and do. Try and capitalize with the wave. Oh, now looks like there is there is volume coming in the market. If there's enough volume in the market, maybe price on the break of this high, that could be a potential, impulse. That could be a potential impulse on the break of the high. But this is only the first few minutes of the hour. That's the only thing, right? If there's enough volume in the market, I mean, the previous hourly candle has a decent range, decent wick on the top to fill. And on the break of that 5-minute high, it does make sense for the price to push up. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Five-minute high. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what's going to happen. Pound yen, looking at the previous hourly candle closed with a longer wick on the top. The wick is in about 9 pips and the body is in about 8 pips. So the wick is bigger than the body, right? So it does mean, sometimes it does mean that, you know what, the bearish pressure or the pressure from the top is higher. So maybe the price is actually the price has been resisted to move up. So the longer wick than the body on this bullish candle may even tell you that, you know what, there could be bearish pressure coming in. If there's bearish pressure coming in, where will the market move? Potentially downside. So still waiting. I mean, look at this. So the previous 30-minute candle range is side by side. No doubt that the price range from here to here, side by side, in about 10 to, let's see, how much of range is it? So the price is in about, there we go, in about 10 to 16 pips of range side by side. Looks like price is ranging side by side. So for pound yen sells, have to see candles close below 153.265 and potentially even below 153.1, let's say 75, right? So a candle close, a 30-minute candle close below 153.175 is a good sign. Good sign for me, for sales. For now, just waiting and waiting. Our gold is moving up nice and slow. So the current 5-minute candle is bullish. This is the first 5-minute of the hourly candle. As I've said, price can push up without giving any sort of entry. There is clear range on the left-hand side, a clear range on the left-hand side. And that could be a potential 5-minute low here. This could be a potential 5-minute low. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually keeping an eye open for any sort of entry on the break of this high. But I'm also keeping this fact in the back of the head that, you know what, this is the first few minutes of the hourly candle. So that is an impulsive, very early impulsive idea. So let's see. In about 18 pips stop loss. So pending for after the break of the high or even a market execution. Let's see what's going to happen. See what's gonna happen. Bum bum bum. Anticipating volume to push the price up, giving me quick 10-12 pips. That's all I'm expecting. 10-12 pips. I haven't taken an entry yet. Still waiting. Let's see. 5-minute does make sense for the price to move up. Let's see what's going to happen. pre-New York right now. Pre-New York market. Let's see. Let's see if the market's going to push the price up. Are we going to push up? I'm still waiting. Waiting for a buy in gold. Our Jackie M says, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody in the YouTube. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. And 5 minutes still hanging around that level. Still hanging around that level. If there's enough volume in the market, it can actually break that 5-minute high and potentially even this high and push up, right? So we'll see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen. Oh, and I am in the position. I am in the position right now. Right now in the position. Let's see. Anticipating the volume to push the price up, and I'm in it. I'm actually in it. Let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. So the volume pushed the price up. Beautiful. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So here's the thing, right? So if the position starts exceeding at least 10 pips, I'm going to start closing some percentage because I'm only using a very alternative sort of a dynamic position where I have certain positions open with a smaller lot size and it's a multiple position. So I can actually cut down my position in like a click of a hand. It's very easy for me. So let's see what's going to happen. So for now, it looks pretty good to move up. I'm almost about, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. In about 10 pips in profit right at this point in time. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Ooh, moving up, moving up, moving up. Let's see, moving up, moving up, moving up. I'll show you guys my position. Just give me a second. So here's the thing, right? So in the back of the head, I'm only thinking about how I can cut down the position. If I start going down in drawdown, if I will start going in drawdown, how can I cut my position, right? So if my stop loss starts exceeding 10 pips, I will definitely cut down positions, right? So we will see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see, let's see, let's see. For now, it's looking okay. So the current 5-minute candle is going to close in the next 24 seconds. It's looking very nice for the price to actually continue up. So I'm expecting the price to hit the top of the range. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. So 1 minute looking all clear to move up. Looking all clear. Let's see, let's see. Still waiting. So the price is retracing down at this point in time. So what I'm only thinking is if there's enough volume in the market, there is no business in the price to retrace down. There's actually no business in price retracing below 1784.90 at this point in time. Right, so if the price is going to move up, lovely. It does make sense to move up. The scalping opportunity does make sense. You just have to wait a little bit more. Just have to wait a little bit more. Let's see. For now, it's retracing down pretty hard. Current 5-minute candle retracing down pretty hard. So let's see what's going to happen. Very close to the entry point at this point in time. Let's see. All right, so JNAB Ibrahim says, you have a really good podcasting voice. Keep going. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. At this point in time, price is very close to my entry point. Oh, actually, I'm in a few pips, a drawdown, and the price is breathing. So here's the thing, right? If price starts breaking the previous 5-minute candles low, what I'm going to do is I'll actually try and cut down at least some percentage. That way I don't, for example, if the price hits my stop loss, I'm not going to lose everything that I expected at the beginning, right? So right now, price is very close to that low wick. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Anticipating the price to push up. So this is what I'm going to do. This is the position where I'm going to close at least 50%, right? So dun dun dun. There you go. There you go. And all right, let's see. All right, taking 50% off of my position because this is almost about nothing, to be honest. Almost about nothing. You have to be on the go for risk management. So I still have my 50% running. If there's enough volume in the market, there is no business in price pushing down, right? So we will see. And this is what happens. Most of the times when I close 50% of my position, that's when the position starts running. It's just funny. But if it's actually going to hit me, fully, if it's actually going to hit me on my stop loss, fully hit my stop loss, I will lose less than what I intended. And this is a trade I will take most of the times. This is the exact setup I would take most other times. If it's going to work today, perfect. If it's not going to work today, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes the market performs really well. Whereas sometimes it's the same setup. Everything makes sense, but the market goes against you. So what do? Do you hold the trade until you lose your account? Or do you actually cleverly manage your positions, manage your risk? Right? So you have to take the choice. You have to make the right decision. So I've already taken my comfortable decision. So as long as price now at this point in time starts rejecting the 1784.90 level, I'm comfortable. But once price starts heading down, maybe breaking the current 5-minute candles low, I'm going to close the whole position right there. That's going to be my risk management for today. Once price starts breaking the current 5-minute candles low, that's going to be the end of my position right there. In about 7-8 pips in drawdown, nothing. When it comes to risk management, that is nothing. So we will see. We will see what's going to happen. So pound yen moving up nice and heavy. Look at pound yen, man. Pound yen is actually pushing up pretty heavy. Very interesting. Pretty interesting at this point in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some water. I'm actually thirsty. Thirsty man. Alright, so the previous 15-minute candle closed with a decent wick on the top. There is a higher chance the current price could actually fill that wick. But if the current price actually starts breaking the previous 5-minute candles low, I'm going to get out of the position, man. That's just my risk management. Somebody else could disagree with me, but that is my risk management. So 7-8 pips in drawdown is nothing for me. So keeping my eyes open for the price, if it's actually going to move in my direction or if it's actually going to go against me. So anticipated volume to push the price up at this point in time. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, man, this is the time where I actually cut down my whole position right here. This is the time right here. Cutting down my whole position right here. right here. I should be comfortable. I should be comfortable taking a position and actually cutting down my position too. So at this point in time, I really don't care if gold's gonna drop down because I was not comfortable. The way the 5-minute candles were moving, obviously, you know, gold moves with such a volatility, such a high volume. Sometimes in smaller time frames, it could be uncomfortable. But looking at the higher time frames, it still makes sense for the price to move up. But I am out of the position. Maybe once this 15-minute candle starts flipping bullish, maybe that could be my sign for another second chance for an entry. But before that, I'm not gonna take anything else here. I'm not gonna take anything else. 8 pips in drawdown, so I have to take it easy. Take a little bit of breather. For now, the candle's retracing down pretty hard. So I'm anticipating this 15-minute candle to actually flip bullish. If it could actually flip bullish, that is a very good sign for me to take a buy later. But man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Yep, current hourly candle still hanging around the 1784.90 level. Interestingly. Four-hour ranging side by side. Interesting. Ba ba bum bum. Brum 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 brum. All right, so it has been a risk management day. The first trade of the day has been a risk management day for me. Risk management trade for me. So risks about 18 pips. 19 pips at the beginning. So I obviously lost less than what I anticipated. So I still have some of my risk left in my basket to actually apply to my later trades. If it's actually going to move in any, if it's actually going to move in my direction, and if it actually makes sense, I will definitely capitalize on it. But for now, it does make sense for me to close the position. Now, I actually closed all of the position already here, and I explained why I closed it too. I actually explained it why I closed it too. So once price started pushing up with volume on the break of the high, that was the position taken. And once this bearish 5-minute candle started retracing down, obviously this is the first few minutes of the hourly candle, right? So it's very obvious hourly candle could actually retrace down, but this candle retracing down was very uncomfortable for me. So I definitely defined myself that, you know what? That is uncomfortable, dude. So you have to somehow cut your position. And the first position was cut around here, 7 pips. And I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for it. And the second trade, what I defined myself was, you know what? My second risk management tool is if the next 5-minute candle actually doesn't respect the previous 5-minute candle is low, and if you could actually break that low, I'm going to close the whole position. That was an easy risk management rule that I defined for myself. So beautiful. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I actually didn't manage to secure, man. This trade gave me about 15 pips. Didn't actually manage to secure. Just funny. I was greedy today. Maybe too much greedy today. But the trade did work out. Gave me about 15 pips. You know, I was actually I was actually expecting 20 pips out of it, which is kind of not good when I look back into it. I should have secured once I hit that 10 pips. Because at the beginning, my thought process was that, you know what? Once I hit that 10, 12 pips mark, I should have, I would secure, but I got greedy now when I look back into it. Shame in. Almost about 10, 12, 15 pips in profit, didn't secure. So sometimes it is what it is. You learn from your mistake. The biggest thing is you learn from your mistake, right? And my bias could be still correct. And it could actually give me a second entry. So I'm just waiting here. I'm just waiting, man. Obviously, any of the guys who secured up there, I mean, looks like Jur here got the trade. Jur secure as well. Very clever. Very clever enough to secure. I mean, I was in profits too. See, I didn't secure. I let the full position run. Man, oh man, I should have secured. But anyways, Ricardo says Ricardo secured 11 pips. Too beautiful. If you manage to secure something out of the market, you are on the top 10%, not like me. So let's see what's going to happen. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 boom. Ba ba boom. Ba 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 ba. DM Wayne says, just manage the trade. Yep, that's correct. So Pritish says, I got out at break even. Beautiful. Yeah, man, as long as you manage your trade, beautiful. Waiting for pound yen sells. So if price starts breaking above, let's say 153 is 710, I'm gonna keep an eye open for buys. But yeah, buys. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye open for pound yen buys too at the same time. All right, Jura says, happened to me many times. I had 15 pips, got greedy, want some more, and then cut. And I cut down into drawdown. No, trading is non-stop learning process. 100%. You know, you learn. You learn. I knew in the back of the head that I should have secured, and my benchmark for securing is once I hit that 10 to 12 pips, I definitely secure. But come on, man. I think I got greedy. And I definitely blame myself for it, and next time it's my responsibility to fix that problem. So next time I show up to gold chart, I'm not going to be like that. I'm definitely going to secure at least some, and I'm definitely going to remind myself that, you know what, don't be a dumbass like on Tuesday. Let me get some water and I'll be back. Ooh, Ashwin is on YouTube saying, hello, Anuj. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I am all good. All right, so the gold is still hanging around that 1784.90 level at this point in time. And yeah, man, it's still hanging around there. It's still hanging around there. Mr. Gold is still hanging around there. So we are in about 34 minutes away from the New York Bank Open at this point in time. Still waiting to see how the New York market's going to actually engage with gold and pound yen's price here. So yep, it has been a risk management day today. Obviously, here's the thing, right? Gold paid me yesterday night, and gold is taking it back this morning again. Gold paid me yesterday night around NYSE, and it's taking away what it can from me right now. 15 minutes, breaking the previous 15-minute candles low. Interesting. Interesting. 30-minute has 2 more minutes left for its close. Ricardo says, let's all go to YouTube and give the like to Anuj. Thank you very much, Ricardo. Thank you. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the love and support. I can actually send you guys the YouTube link. Yeah, we are very close to 340 subscribers, guys. We are actually close to 340 subscribers. It's actually amazing. You know, we've been streaming for some time now. We've had our friends coming in here consistently, and we've been talking about different ideas. You know, we've been looking into trade. We've been looking into trade management, and this has been an amazing time here. Amazing time. So we will keep on doing this consistently. We will keep on doing this consistently, 100%. I'm a simple man. Complication. So the current 2-hour candle is still bearish. Current 1-hour candle is still bearish. We are almost halfway through this hourly candle, and maybe the next half of this hourly candle could actually push up. We will see what's gonna happen, right? If it could actually push up, that'd be lovely. If it could actually push up, that would be lovely. Maybe the candles are trying to retest this previously broken 30-minute resistance. Maybe the price is trying to retest this level. We will see what's gonna happen. So we are 30 minutes away from the New York market opener at this point in time, and the London push on the downside has been corrected fully. It has been corrected fully. Market still hanging around that level, so we will see what's going to happen. Previous 15-minute candle closed bearish, has broken the previous 15-minute candle's low, and the current 15-minute candle is showing some sort of bearish posture. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. So we are 29 minutes away from the New York market open now at this point in time. Have successfully managed gold's risk and managed to close down position in 8 pips. So that's almost about nothing in gold, because gold, man, moves crazy, right? So thank God that, look at this. Look at the way I managed it. Obviously, I didn't secure. That's obviously my fault. But look at the way I managed it. I managed the trade that, you know what? I didn't let the trade hit my full stop loss. I closed it early. Now I feel a little bit better. Obviously, you know, getting a losing trade is not a nice feeling. But when you look into this is nice. If I had let the full trade run, I would have lost about 18 pips. So minus 8 pips is a lot more greater than minus 18 pips. So think about that. All right, Jules says 30-minute candle closed, indicating the rejection on the upside now. Yep, it does. It does make sense, Jure. And maybe the push was a 4-hour liquidity grab to go down, since previous candle closed bearish, but the momentum is still bearish. We will see. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. That could be the case. That could be the case here. That actually could be the case. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So the best idea is to wait for this 15-minute, 30-minute candle to sort of close and build buys after that at this point in time. Da 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 da. Interesting. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so the current hourly candle bearishing down pretty hard is back in that no trade range. If you look at the hourly candle, it's not beautiful. Hourly candle is not looking nice at all. 30-minute candle, as Jules says, as Jules said earlier on, 30-minute and 15-minute makes sense as a resistance here. If any of the candles starts closing below this 1783 mark, that could be a sign for sell. That could be a sign for sell. Let's see. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Man, look at the way the daily candle is looking right now. It's actually very close to its open price. Daily candle very close to its open price. Is there anything happening today? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything happening today. The calendar looks clean, right? Yep. The calendar looks clean. I mean, ba-ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay away from gold here. I think I'm going to stay away from gold. Z Anonymous says, hope you're well. We are well here. We are well. So the first trade was a trade management, risk management sort of a trade for me. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, Kevin's in the house. Ooh. Mr. Kevin's in the house. Nice. Mr. Kevin is in the house. Brum, 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 brum. No, I'm outside. Oh, okay. All right. So the current 4-hour candle trying to reject that top at this point in time. If this 4-hour candle flips bearish, man, that'll be nice. That will be nice. So we'll see what's going to happen. 21 minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Just here because your biggest supporter. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kevin. In about 21 minutes away from the market open at this point in time. 21 minutes. Look at the way candles have been printing. Rejecting that top range. Actually rejecting that top range. Prum, 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 prum. Pum, 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 pum. All right, so we are very close to this previously broken 15-minute resistance at this point in time. If the price had to move up, price doing this does make sense. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. It does make sense. It still makes sense for the price to move up as long as price starts rejecting this previously broken resistance level, right? Or with volume, price may even drive down. We are not sure, but it does make sense if only price starts respecting this level, right? But I'm still keeping my bias the same at this point in time, obviously. So we will see what's going to happen in the next few minutes. Prum, 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 prum. Prum, prum, prum. 15-minute candle. Closing in the next 4 minutes. Bearishing down pretty hard. Look at the way the candles are printing, man. Now, at this stage, it looks like that. It looks like, you know what? This level has been achieved. So that must be the push that the New York market was waiting for, and which actually happened, right? So this, if this was a hardcore range again that the price was ranging before, price came back to the range after this rejection, came back in the range and started breaking down. And these candles right now are doing the ultimate retest, maybe before heading up. That could be the case too. So I'm gonna keep an eye open for that. Let's see, where is the volume push gonna come? Where about is the volume going to move the market? I mean, pound yen is pushing up pretty heavy, so was expecting a selling sort of a scenario on pound yen. Didn't happen. Obviously didn't happen. So Mr. Pound Yen is pushing up. Oop, looks like we're pushing down. looks like we are pushing down. So the current hourly candle rejecting the top with this top wick. Look at the way the wick has formed in the current hourly candle. Is a very long wick on the top, showing a lot more bearish pressure on the top than anything else. This current hourly candle has 16 more minutes left for its close, and let's see if the candles could break through this no trade range on the downside or the top side. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm waiting, you know, I don't have FOMO at this point in time. Just enjoying the price action, to be honest. Just reading the market, not feeling left out. If the market's gonna move today, I know it's gonna move tomorrow as well. I know that it's gonna move on the in the next week or in the next month as well. This is not a holiday time. This is not the Christmas or New Year where, you know, there's no trading time, or this is not the volume dying time. This is obviously another regular day where I can expect prices to move and to miss the move, and actively, if I take a position, just actively manage it, right? So for now, there's nothing. I'm not feeling FOMO at all, trust me. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm only thinking that, you know what, if price moves, it does. If it doesn't, I mean, it's okay. It's definitely okay. But as Jur said earlier, it actually kind of makes sense that the price is rejecting this level. Any candle close below, I would say, any candle close below 1783.20, let's say 1783.30. If any of the candles starts closing below 1783.30, there is a high chance price may push down. Very high chance. But I am not feeling left out. Let's look at pound yen. Let's see what pound yen is doing here. Mr. Pound Yen, Mr. Dragon. Apparently, pound yen's nickname is Dragon. I didn't know. I actually didn't know. The nickname for pound yen is Dragon, Mr. Dragon. Mr. Dragon. All right, so pound yen moving up nice and slow here. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. In about 13 minutes away from the market open. 13 minutes. Yep, price of gold in that no trade range for me is in that no trade range. Yep, pound yen moving up nice and slow, trying to break these levels, moving up with a lot of volume. Hourly candle looks pretty huge, and it's in about, let's see, how many pips is it? In about 30 pips big candle. That's nice. So it looks like it's actually moving way consistent. Interesting. So the question is pound yen actually going to break these top levels and is actually going to start heading up, or if the pound yen is actually going to reject this 153.710 sort of an area, if it could actually reject that area or is actually going to break it. Because on the 2 hour, this prices after the break of 153.710 makes so much sense, right? So it's actually clear. It's actually clear, you know, whatever you say it. So have to keep an eye open for that. Have to keep an eye open. Ooh, GJ candle flip bullish. Jackie M says GJ daily candle has actually flipped bullish. That's correct. That is correct. So this bias is invalid at this point in time. We obviously didn't take pound yen sell, but look at this. So our bias of a daily fake out, right? So if, for example, if this was a fake breakout on the downside from this daily support, look at this. If this was a fake breakout, we wanted price to actually close above this level around this area, but price couldn't close above, right? And the current daily candle has a decent liquidity wick on the downside to further drive up. And if this is a daily fake out, there's a higher chance. If this is a daily fake out, if it's not pushing down, and if this is a fake breakout, where is the price going to move more than likely? More than likely on the upside. So if the price is moving upside, price is flipping bullish, breaking these levels, it's much more logical. So we have to wait and see if this clear range on the upside could be scaled, if we can take any sort of position around that level. So it does make sense. Jackie M says, I'm waiting for GJ break above 153.800. It makes sense, Jackie. Why you're waiting for that, it does make sense. Yeah, first, I mean, for me, I have to see at least price breaking above 153.710 to start with, you know. So we'll keep an eye open. We'll actually keep an eye open. Daily candle flipping bullish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an alert around 153,700 sort of a level. Once price starts hitting that level, I'll be alerted and I'll see what's happening. Gold is dropping nice and slow on the downside here. Looks like Jure's bias on the candles rejection on the top side is working. Looks like it. Looks like it. Yeah, but it's actually dirty, to be honest. You know, you can see how the 1 hour candles are printing. It's not a clear way of printing, you know. It's kind of ugly, to be honest. What is the candle doing, man? Come on, what is this? What is this? Come on, mate. What is this? We're gonna see candles like this. Bum 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 bum. That is way lovely. This right here is a big no-no. Big no-no. This is something we want to see. Something like this. Where the candles are moving so consistent in a direction. Look at the candles moving in consistent direction. One candle moving in a consistent direction. Two candle. Three candle. Oh, moving down, moving down, moving down. So that's what we need. That's what we need. Consistent direction. I mean, this is like a breather for gold. Breather, breather, breather. Gold is breathing at this point in time. Ricky Bobby says, USD CAD looking good for buys. Okay, USD CAD. Let's have a look at it. Oh, he's talking about USD JPY. Sorry about that. USD JPY. Oh yes, USD JPY does look good. To be honest, USD JPY does look good. The range is in about 18 pips range. Maybe the price is going to fill that range. USD JPY on a 30-minute makes sense to push up. Even a 4-hour makes sense to push up. Even the daily does make sense to push up. Look at this. It actually makes sense. USD JPY. Yeah, the thing is, I actually don't trade USD JPY, you know, so obviously it's making sense to push up. In my trading plan, I've clearly said it to myself that, you know what, I shouldn't be over trading, first thing. And the second thing is, I shouldn't be looking at a pair that I don't look at in a usual basis. For example, if I was to take a trade in USD JPY, that'll be going against my trade. But Ricky Bobby, it makes sense for the price to move up in USD JPY than anything else. It does. For me, it does. After the break of these highs, after prices breaking these highs, it's very clear to move up. Very clear. How much is the spread in USD JPY? How much is the spread? How much is the spread in USD JPY? USD JPY. Oh, It's actually pretty less USD/JPY. Only half a pip. That's nice. All right, so gold has corrected that pump up as well. Look at this. Wow. Man. That is correct. Gold is pushing down pretty hard. Thank God I cut my losses short, man. It's pushing down. It's actually pushing down pretty hard. Pretty hard. In about 1 minute away from the market open now. 1 minute away from the market open. Yes, sir. 1 minute away from market open. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen in gold. Looks like gold is pushing down nice and slow. Nice and slow. This is the New York Bank Open right now. This is the first few minutes of the New York Bank Open. Hopefully we can push all the way down. We can. All right, so if we start breaking 1777.80, that could be a good sign for a bearish sort of a sentiment in the market. So we will see if this breathing sort of a idea, if the candles are breathing side by side now, maybe that could be a sign that, you know what, a bearish pressure or a bearish sentiment could be established once price starts breaking these candles low and breaking 1777.80. So the previous hourly candle closed with no wick on the bottom. So the current hourly candle retracing up pretty heavy at this point in time. Obviously started the new hour. So expecting the price to grab its liquidity on the top, just like the previous candle, and maybe move down. But I'm not taking any position, to be honest. I'm not going to take any other position for now, because to me 1 hour doesn't make sense because it's moving side by side. I wanted to see a push up, didn't see it, managed to trade. Whoever is looking for scalping sell opportunities, I mean, just be careful. That's all I can say, because the market is ranging, you know. It's sort of like a breeding ground for now. Breeding ground. Almost the end of the month too. We will see how this month is going to perform. We will see how this month is going to perform. All right, so the current 15-minute candle is bullish. All right, so Pritish, is that how you say it? Pritish says now we have a high and maybe we can retest the high. That could be the case too, but for me, as I've said, you know, so don't get me wrong, I'm obviously not putting you guys off But if you look at it, if you look at the market structure from a clear perspective, look at this. Look at the way candle's been printing right now. For me, it's a nice idea to not force any trade. Look at the way how the candle's been moving in this part of the market. So when you look at that, what do you tell yourself? What do you tell yourself? Do you have a bias now? Do you have a bias? Man, come on, man. We can't force the trade, right? Obviously, I think Jure's idea about market correction was a valid idea, but it was too early to sell. It was too early to sell. Maybe my bias at the beginning of the New York session was correct. It's just that I didn't secure, right? So it didn't work. I missed it out. It is what it is. Now I can't really force a trade. I can't force a trade. If I start forcing a trade here, the market is going to punch me in my solar plexus, and it's going to give me an uppercut one more time, and it's going to give me a punch on my gut, and it's going to hit me on my liver, and I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there crying hard. I'm going to be like, oh man, market punch me hard. And I don't want that. I don't want that. I clearly see this. When I clearly see what's happening here, look at this. I'm going to stay out of this. Clearly, I'm going to stay out of this, man. And I suggest people to stay out of that because you understand this. You have to understand that market is not performing well here. It's breathing. So do you actually want to take a trade when it's breathing? Man, I don't think so. Because there's no volume. If suddenly price starts dropping down, I mean, it is what it is. For me, it is what it is. I'm not feeling any FOMO here. My bias in pound yen slowly changed to a bullish. Oh, and my alert hit on pound yen. Our pound yen slowly moving towards that 153.800 sort of a level at this point in time. So once we start closing above 153.710 and potentially above 153.800, that'll be a solid idea. We'll see. All right, Jure said, I sold 30-minute break of the low secure 20 pips. That type of candle close on 30-minute is one of my favorite setup. Works 80% for me. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You actually saw it. It's pretty nice. So good market reading. That's all I can say. Yeah, I know what you did. I know what exactly you did. Beautiful trade, man. To be honest, beautiful trade. Sure. Beautiful trade. If you worked it out, if you made it work, that's all you need. That's all you need. Just work it out. Let's see. We are 8 minutes in the market already. 8 minutes in the market. And looks like gold is rejecting that top area, coming down nice and heavy. Coming down nice and heavy. Pretty hard. Ooh, going down pretty hard. Going down pretty hard here. to be honest. Pretty hard. Nice. Oh, look at the way 15-minute candle has formed right now. This 15-minute candle has such a decent liquidity wick on the top. If that is a potential liquidity wick, candles can push down really heavy. So we'll see what's going to happen. The current 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 5 minutes. It's also funny because the previous 15-minute candle closed no wick on the bottom. So what does that tell us? Does that tell us maybe there is no range on the downside? Maybe that could be the case too. So I mean, I'm just enjoying price action, to be honest. You know, I'm just enjoying price action there. More than likely, I'm not going to take any trades here. In gold, just got to look into pound yen for a possible buying scenario. I mean, it makes sense for the price to move up. Let's see what's going to happen. This is the close of the 4-hour as well. Pound yen and gold, very similar situation where price is ranging side by side. So have to see what's going to happen. Let's do this, guys. So what we're gonna do is, since we are waiting, I got some of the requests from the Instagram followers and also from some of my friends in the Slack to make a video, right? So I'm trying to include as much as topic as I could. What I'm gonna do is I'll actually try and share. Bum bum bum. Let's see. I'll try and share as much as I can. Let's see. Hopefully the Zoom guys can see it too, right? So I'll share the topics I'm looking into. Dun, dun, dun. And we will see if we can actually add different more topics into it. All right. So let's see. So some of the guys were asking about making a video. They wanted me to make a video about how to draw a zone, right? And some of the guys actually wanted me, hold on a second. Ta-da. Give me a second. Give me a second. Whoa. Just give me a second. Boom, boom, boom. da da. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Alrighty. Da da. Brum bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Rip. We are still waiting. Give me a second here. I'm just waiting to see if I can share this with you guys. Can I share this with you guys? See? All right, so we are finally breaking that 153.710 level. Right now, it's actually looking good. Just give me a second, and I'll put this away. Putting this guy away. Put that presentation away. And put this away as well. For now, try to focus in pound yen. So 30-minute candle, well, 30-minute candle on the left-hand side doesn't look good because there is a rejection area around 153.765 again, but on a 2-hour time frame. Going into the 2-hour time frame makes sense, a lot of sense, right? So the range is a clear range on the left-hand side. So let's see what's going to happen. All right. Price is starting to move up. We are in about 17 minutes in the market already. 17 minutes in the market already. Let's see what's going to happen. Back to Sunday. Okay, man, looks like pound yen is going to push up. It's just that I don't want to take a trade at the resistance. See, I don't want to buy at a resistance. And 30-minute resistance is something I actually can't really ignore. Not only a 30-minute, a 1-hour resistance, right? So maybe prices above that 1-hour resistance do make sense for a buy. And the structure also makes sense because it's actually finally pushing up. And this could have been a possible higher low. And if that is a higher low, it does make sense for the price to push up. We have broken the previous candle's high, and even the current candle has broken the previous candle's high at this point in time. If there's enough volume in the market, maybe we'll push up. In about 19 minutes in the market. 19 minutes in the market. Are we just going to push up even higher, or are we going to reject that level? Yeah, it looks like pound yen is pushing up here with volume. Pound yen is pushing up with volume. Looks like it. Mr. Gold is dropping down. Yeah. Wow, the way the current 15-minute candle, the previous 15-minute candle closed, seems like they're ooh, wow, it's dropping. Gold is dropping. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Noisy, noisy, noisy. Pretty good, to be honest. Pretty good. 35 pips from about here. Yeah, pretty good. From my entry point, it dropped down in about 73 pips. Wow. Wow, gold. Wow. Yeah, not in any sort of trade at this point in time. Not in any sort of trade. And the current 4-hour candle in gold trying to flip bearish. Wow. The current 4-hour candle is actually trying to flip bearish here. Nice. Downtown. Jackie M says, I think I have done a mistake. Oh no, what have you done? What have you done, mate? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? All right, so the current hourly candle looks actually decent. The liquidity wick on the top, as we talked about, is pretty massive, and I think it's gonna drive down, man. It's actually driving down. It's actually gonna drive down here. The way it's printing and side by side volume time could allow the price in gold to drop down heavy. We'll see. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yep. Oh no. Jackie M says he bought it when GJ broke the previous 5-minute candle high. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to stay off of this. You know. I'm trying to stay off of this. I'm just thinking that, you know what? Should I really force a trade? I mean, there's no need, right? If gold was falling down, I mean, I've missed it. Obviously, took a buy, didn't work. You know, it gave me pips I didn't secure. My mistake. So should I actually over risk right now? Maybe no. You know, because I'm still in profits, to be honest. I'm still in profits. This week, I'm still in profits. Because I secured some profits from gold yesterday night. And if I'm going to get quality trades, I know I'm going to get it below 1777.80. There is better trades coming in. And there's actually no need of me forcing a funny trade. So I can relax, I can chill. I can attack the market the same way I've been attacking it for the past always. So we will see. Ricky Bobby says USD/JPY is being kind to me. Yeah, man, USD/JPY was actually looking good for buys. So hopefully you got it. Buys were looking nice, so hopefully you secure it too. So pretty nice. US dollar is gaining its strength. So they're talking about low taxes, they're actually trying to strengthen the economy with stimulus and everything. So yeah, we'll see if gold is actually going to drop down. All right, so we'll see. We will see in the next 32 minutes. Wow. Look at the 30-minute, man. It's actually dropping down heavy. Ooh. Beautiful. I am not in any sort of trade. Just relaxing. So yeah, I was actually talking about this. Let me get back to it. So some of the guys were sending me ideas about making a video, right? So they wanted me to make videos about, obviously they can find this information anywhere else, but they were actually trying to they were trying to request me on making a video about what is a candle exactly. Just let me know if you guys want to add any other topics into the video and into the presentation, right? So I'm actually building up a presentation, and the presentation is about what is a candle, what market session to trade, and should anybody be trading major or minor pair. And they wanted to learn about the base and quote currency. And they wanted to learn what is buy sell for beginners, for some of the topics obviously for beginners. And they wanted to learn about what is pip. They wanted to learn what is spread. They wanted to learn what is take profit and stop loss. Obviously they could definitely find the information out there if they research, but they wanted me to make it, right? And they were talking about they wanted to learn about lot sizes, leverage, and some details around it. They wanted to learn about equity margin, free margin, margin level, margin call, margin stop out, and they wanted to know how to choose a currency pair, where could they find Forex related calendar events, and they wanted to learn about trending market, ranging market, support and resistance. So what do you guys think? Should I add any topics into it? What could be a better topic if I add into it? Baby pips. Yep, that's correct. Every information is out there, but they still are requesting a video. So why not make a video? I'm okay about it. So when I have free time, I can actually make it. It's not a big deal making a video. So what do you guys think? What topic should I add? Obviously, I'm going to make some advanced videos too about ideas about risk management, ideas about psychology, ideas about approach to the market, and expectation with the market and stuff. I will make that advanced sort of a video too in the later phase. But for beginners, what do you guys think I should add next into the presentation? Gold is dropping. Mr. Gold is dropping nice and slow. Treat me this way. I don't know why you wanna treat me this way. So the current 4-hour in gold has flipped bearish. There is a very long liquidity wick on the top, and it seems like prices can drive down heavily. Seems like it. Seems like it. Daily candle turned bearish, and let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see. 34 minutes in the market, and looks like gold is dropping down. It'll be actually interesting to see if the prices in gold, if it's actually going to react around this channel sort of a level, right? Is it actually going to react around that level? Let's see what's going to happen. Da 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 da. Alright, so the price is very close to the channel sort of area at this point in time, and looks like we are tapping that channel. Are we going to reject this channel on a 1 minute, or are we actually going to pierce through the channel, inside the channel, and are we going to drop down even heavy? What's gonna happen? Interesting to see what's gonna happen. Oh, and dropping and dropping and dropping. We are dropping nice and slow. Wow. Gold climbs up in a stairs and drops in an elevator. That is absolutely correct. Wow. Man, it's getting inside the channel. It's getting inside that channel. Wow, it's dropping. There is no stopping gold. Nobody's stopping gold. Nobody's stopping gold. Not at all. Yeah, to be honest, I took it too. Ricardo, I took it too. I actually took it too. This one, I took it too. I didn't call it out because, yep, it is what it is. But yeah, I took it too. Secured in about 15 pips. Secured in about 15 pips. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. This trade, uncalled trade. Look at how the price is hanging around that channel, right? So it's still hanging around that roughly drawn channel, and looks like it's still there. Are we actually going to pierce through the channel on the downside, or what's going to happen next? Secured 15 pips with the drop. Beautiful. Beautiful drop. Beautiful drop. Beautiful drop. Beautiful drop. Yep, Ricardo secured 27 pips. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. Beautiful. Looks like it could actually drop down even more. The volume just pushed it down. You know, there was no second thought on it. It was so fast trade. 1 minute trade. Not even 1 minute. It was like in about 30 seconds to trade. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, 1 minute trade. I mean, yeah, let's call it 1 minute trade. Beautiful. 15 minutes secure. 15 pips secured. and it is doing what it does, so that's what you got to do, right? When you're in the gold, sometimes the trade can last from 3 seconds to 1 minute. It can last. Pretty cool day. So I actually managed the first 8 pips in gold. Second trade of the day caught 15 pips, so still in profits for the week. I am still in profits. Beautiful. Beauty. Nice. Yeah, whoever took that gold sell, it was taken with experience. So I didn't call it out because it was dangerous. 100% risky, because we were also approaching this channel, and look at how the price is engaging with the channel several times, right? It's actually engaging with the channels several times. Looks like the volume could actually push the price even lower, but it is what it is. Secured 15 pips, securing 10, 12 pips out of the market and getting out of there is the absolute best, right? Securing, getting out of there. So there is no need for me to over risk at this point in time. All right, Jules says secured 100 pips on runner with a cent lot, with a small cent lot. Sometimes I wished I leave more, but gotta secure most with gold because she crazy unpredictable. That's right. That is correct. That is actually correct. It's a good idea to secure. See, I learned my lesson the first trade of the day. I learned my lesson. And the second trade, man, I was in and I was out. As soon as I hit that 15 pips, I was like, out. Let's go, man. Let's get out of here. So pretty good. Whoever caught it, it was done with experience. So, yeah. Beautiful day. All right, so what I'm gonna do is there is actually no need for me to stay in front of the market, in front of this rangy market, and try and find a trade, right? And try and force a trade. Obviously, pound yen, I was expecting pound yen to push up, but now it's starting to reject this area, and pound yen is doing what gold did earlier on. Look at pound yen. It's actually doing what gold did earlier on, so I better not stick into it, right? But yeah, man, whoever took that trade, good job. And if you manage to secure, that's a applaudable sort of a state right there. Thank you for coming in, guys. Beautiful day. I mean, because I didn't call it out, I'm not gonna put in the celebration today. But anyways, that was a beautiful day. When gold falls down, it falls down. It falls down. Beautiful. Look at how gold is actually engaging with the channel here several times. This channel was roughly drawn, right? And look at how price is engaging with the channel many times. 1, twice, thrice, another time. It's actually interesting. It's trying to retest the channel if it's actually going to move up or if it's actually going to reject the channel and is actually going to push even lower. So interesting. All right, guys. So looks like I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm actually going to call it a day because I'm already in profit, and there's no use of me over risking and over trading at this point in time. So I'm actually glad that market gave me something, and I should be happy for it. I shouldn't be exploited. I shouldn't be over risking at this point in time. So Jur says, I'm off now. Been in charts seen. Ooh, pre-London, man, oh man. Pre-London, that's a long time. God damn, pre-London. My eyes are already twitching. Thank you, Anush, for again an amazing positive vibes stream. Good night. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for thank you to everybody else who came in. I'm sorry I didn't call the last trade out because it was definitely there was a lot of experience involved in it, you know. And but I actually called the first trade out. See, and I actually called out how to manage the trade too. So whoever took it and whoever believed in the trade, amazing. If you secured it, even best. So Tariq says thank you. And hold on, Tariq says same here. Oh, Tariq has been here for a long time too, from pre-London. Oh my God! And Ricardo says thank you, Anush, for the best pre-New York stream at the moment. Wow, thank you, Ricardo. That is the best comment I've got so far. Ricardo, man, amazing. You are amazing, Ricardo. Actually, Ricardo has been with us from the start of the stream. We were doing London stream. Ricardo was there. We are doing New York stream. Ricardo's been here for a long time. So Ricardo is a very helpful, supporting friend. Thank you, Ricardo, for being here. And Tariq says thank you. Ricky Bobby says thank you, thank you. Pritish says thanks, bro. It was good first day. See you all tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. See you all tomorrow, guys. Take care. Don't overtrade. Looks like gold could drop even more, but man, do you actually want to overtrade in this funny price action, right? Just be careful. I just want to say, just be careful. I'm gonna call it a day. I've secured my bags, and I'm out for now. I am out for now. Thank you. Thank you.